Okay, so this is me just following my internal guidance and some external guidance too. This is about breaking the algorithm. So, last night, I broke my algorithm on YouTube. Um, and I did that by watching something that was in my algorithm, but it made me think. It made me think to extend it. So I took something external and I internalized it. What does that mean? If you ever have this feeling like you're getting stuck or you can't move or you don't know what to do, I don't even know what next steps to take. Well, like, just do anything, right? So I decided after watching one of my favorite content creators, she goes by the name of Salt. And she said that, what did Salt say? If you're fixated on, like, let's say a relationship, right? And it can be any kind, like any kind of a relationship that, like, you're in the space of, like, okay, I don't vibe with this situation anymore. I need to let it go, let's say. And it could be a friend, it could be a family member. I mean, shit, it could be your own child, it could be anybody. But let's say it's your partner. It's like somebody who you've invested like heavily in, and your worlds have sort of become entwined, and your life is like part of their life and whatever, right? But you've come to the conclusion, you've come to the end that like the whole thing is literally preventing you from moving into an energy and moving into a space that you know you would be better aligned with. So how do you get unstuck from that, right? Because our minds will have us ruminating and ruminating and ruminating. So I liken it to chaos magic, and I don't even really technically know what chaos magic is. Like, I don't know what the actual like official definition of that is, but those two words elicit in my like mind, in my brain, like really disrupting and scrambling the energy all around you. And I feel like sometimes that's the way forward. Like, that opens the portal. Everybody's always talking about portals or opening. It's like, yeah, but we walk through our own portals every day. We shift our own timeline every single day. And you know you're not shifting your timeline, and you know you're not like getting any, what's the word, traction, right? It's like your wheels are spinning in the snow or in the mud. You can't get out of the loop. You can't seem to figure out like what the grander vision is. And it hit me last night. I'm going to break my own algorithm, right? And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to stop listening to the same things in my environment. So it's all environmental, right? So whatever you have going on inside of you, like inside your mind, inside of your heart, inside of your emotional body, your mental body, is going to influence what shows up around you. So YouTube is a perfect example of this. I love this actually because it's so straightforward. It's like, if you, I mean, we all know about the algorithm, right? Like, if you listen to something, enough, your feed, you're going to be fed more of that thing. It's going to show up more and more and more in your environment unless you do something to break it. So I said in the comments of this video that Salt put out, no, this is it. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to literally break the connection, break the rumination, break the, like, once and for all. Like, we say things like, I'm cutting the cord, right? She's saying, like, you cut the cord, but there's much more to it than just cutting the cord, because those are just words. There has to be something more profound going on there. There has to be something more energetic, right? So I hope nobody ever watches this. I hope no one ever watches this. This is me literally like rolling out of bed. I didn't even get any sleep last night. I think I was up till 5 o'clock this morning, sort of fighting, being provided with further evidence of the seriousness of getting unstuck. And I think that's what's prompting me to record myself looking like a crazy Medusa lady with unkempt hair and like no makeup on. Just me showing up exactly how I am, because I need to get this out. I need to get this reminder out. There has to be a shift. There has to be a change. I needed to allay the fear, to transmute the fear, to change the fear into a state of peace and sovereignty and a knowingness, an internal knowingness that I can accomplish this. I can get myself unstuck. It is going to require consistent effort and actions to scramble the environment around me. I have to be the catalyst, take the action, do the things, whatever those things are. And it can be anything. It can be anything. It can be when you get the prompt in your gut that says, you know what, you should get up right now off the couch and you should turn on your phone, on your camera, and you should sit down and you should make a video reminder for yourself. And maybe it'll help somebody else someday. And maybe when I flesh it out more, I'll have more to say about it. But in order for there to be change and growth, in order for something different to evolve in your environment, it requires shaking the shit up, right? Like doing something, doubling down also on your belief that there is something else for you, there's something that's meant for you, right? And even though I don't even see what that is, I don't know what that is, but I just know that this isn't it. This is not it. This ain't it. And I recognize and give gratitude to my team that are helping me and guiding me, right? Like, this is kind of spiritual warfare. It's not kind of, it is. There's spiritual warfare going on out there, especially for those of us whose like purpose it is to be on the leading edge of those changes, like to break the systems. Like, it's weird because my whole life Like, I'm wired up. I was created and wired up and meant to come down here to break things. It's just so clear, right? But because of the conditioning and the programming and everything that we just collectively as humanity, like, we're not encouraged to do that. Oh, no, not at all. We're encouraged to follow and, just don't make waves, right? But there are people, and I'm one of them, that are meant to come and disrupt, right? And to rebel. And so there has to be a way, though, to do that productively. There has to be a way, a path to do it purposefully. I mean, it can't just be all chaos. I mean, initially it can be. Like, you're going to blow up your world. Like, that's it. I'm not participating in this shit anymore, right? And there's like a whole percentage of us. Like, there's probably millions on the planet that are like, nope, not doing it. But like, you have to find a way to do it productively or to make it make sense somehow. Like, you can't just, you have to work within the confines of the system. Obviously, I'm not going to like do anything that's going to land me in prison, for crying out loud. And I also have to recognize that I have to take care of myself, right? So, one of the things that I recognized this year in 2025 that I could do, literally, is to focus on loving myself, right? And that process is not easy, because when you have been told your entire life that, whatever, even though I may have a belief fundamentally in the foundation of me that that I'm a powerful creator being, that I am totally worthy of my own self-expression, right? That I'm a sovereign being, that I'm not dependent on other people. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. I'm a person who disrupts and who breaks rules and who is defiant, and I've been called uncooperative, actually. So there has to be some kind of a balance in that, right? Because you can't just go around breaking things and sabotaging your own progress, right? So there has to be a balance there. But you do have to break the patterns. It's necessary. It has to be done. You have to break the algorithm. And it is spiritual warfare. And I think, my ADHD makes this hard for me without like having notes to look at, to just speak. There are unseen forces that are working against people like myself. And I know, like I said, there's millions of us out there who were here to do something larger for humanity, which is to break all of these things that bind us or have bound us, right? Things that have kept us just ignorant and like, you don't know what you don't know, right? It's not like when you're a kid growing up in the 80s, let's say, for myself, right? It's not like you had a role model or even the internet, for crying out loud, to tell you that you were even following along with the system. Like, you didn't even know there was a system. You weren't even aware that there were unseen forces that were playing with you. You didn't even know there was another way. All you knew was what you knew and what you experienced. And I'm sure it's still like that for a lot of people now who maybe are not wired up to like reflect internally as much as somebody like I reflect internally because it's just the way that I was designed, because it's connected to what my purpose is here for being. And that's just it. And that's just like a whole nother video I guess I could make about that. But it's spiritual warfare. There are unseen forces that would do anything and everything in their power to thwart me and to stop me from successfully navigating my way through this, that wants to keep my algorithm fixed so that I am perpetually in confusion, perpetually undermining myself, sabotaging myself, going against myself, right? All of those kinds of things, because I can't seem to get clarity about where to place my focus and my energy. And placing your focus and your energy on something is a surefire way to success, to succeed. But when you're just dropping bombs here, there, and everywhere throughout your life, it's like, yeah, great, I'm in touch with my power to throw bombs, but like, there has to be parameter, there has to be like a focus, there has to be a plan, there has to be a like an aim for the arrow, right? Like there has to be like a seed out in the distance, a path that you're walking down, a direction that you're heading for, something like that, right? There has to be a vision, there has to be a purpose. And sometimes we get lost in the weeds and it's too vague. It's like, I don't know. And I have tons of knowledge, like I can drop all kinds of knowledge, but like I don't feel like that's it. I feel like we're all inundated with like a frick ton of knowledge, and I don't really want to take on any more of that. All I want to know is how to get myself unstuck. Breaking the algorithm. Doing something different. And then being led moment by moment to do the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing, and then sort of like taking your hand off the wheel. It's funny. This is the card that I pulled. Relinquish control. It'll be backwards, whatever. Today's lesson is identify one person you feel the need to control and think about why that power is so essential to you. What do you fear if your hold is released? Your goal to recognize how much stress is generated in your body through the need to control someone else. That's deep. But I would even take that a step further and say, relinquishing the need or the idea, letting go of the idea that you even know, that your brain is even capable of knowing the what and the how. And like literally just doing a thing, like me sitting here looking hideous in front of a camera, just doing a thing because somehow that's going to lead to the next thing. And it's breaking my algorithm. It's disturbing my field. And that's what I need to do. I need to disturb my field. Because otherwise, I'm just going to sit here twiddling my thumbs and doing nothing, going nowhere, doing nothing different. So, it looks like I don't have that much memory capacity on my phone, and I have about 10 seconds left until my video is done. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave it here, and maybe this will inspire me to take notes, to do something a little bit more focused and organized next time.